So some of my favorite booktube videos to watch are reading vlogs, and I thought I'd try to make one too. So yesterday I went to the library and I picked up A Hero of Ages by Sanderson, which I have right here. I'm actually already more than halfway through it. No, I did not read that in one day. I was listening to the audiobook for a couple weeks now while I was waiting for this to be available for me to pick up. So I'm like 60% through it right now, 300 pages. If you don't know, that is the third book in the Mistborn trilogy. And the first book, The Final Empire, is about a group of thieves who are plotting to overthrow their god king. And it's great. There's magic, there's a unique world, there's amazing friendships. It's so good, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's the third book that I'm reading right now. That's my main focus at the moment. I'm also reading The Mists of Avalon by Marion, Zimmer, and Bradley. I'm not as far in this one. I'm like 25% through this one. This is a King Arthur retelling, but from the perspective of the women in the tale. So I think it's really interesting. I love King Arthur tales. This is written a little oddly, like it's written like a legend, which it is technically, but it makes the writing a little bit vague and a little hard to understand what's happening sometimes. So I don't know how I feel about that, but other than that, it's really interesting learning about all these different characters and then revisiting the tale that I already love. But that's not my priority right now. I really want to finish Mistborn because it's really good. So I think I'm going to start reading that again. So it's Friday now and it has been raining all day. So I made myself a tea and I'm gonna snuggle up and read. I read about 30 pages of Hero of Ages last night and it's really good. I am preferring some perspectives more than others. They're more interesting to me, but at this point the plot and the story is so engaging that I don't really care. I just need to read everything and see what happens because I don't know what's gonna happen and it's driving me crazy, which is a sign of a good book. But hopefully I can read some of that this weekend. I have some chores that I need to do. I have to go to work and I want to go to a park and look at the changing color of the leaves. So we'll see how much time I actually have for reading. Hopefully a significant amount, but we'll see.
Caught rungs of the ladder as she began to fall, ignoring the sudden sting in her shoulder from hitting so hard. She flared pewter and pushed it down on a rung with her legs, then slammed her back up against the trapdoor, trying to force it up and open. She strained. Then the rung broke beneath her feet, sending her toppling down again. She cursed.
So I didn't end up reading very much this weekend. I was just so busy, I didn't have any time. But actually, that's not fully true because I was listening to my audiobook while I was walking to work. So I ended up reading like the equivalent of 20 pages of Hero of Ages. So, still something, maybe? Oh gosh. I did read more today in my downtime during work. I read about 45 pages through my audiobook. And oh my gosh, guys, it's getting even more intense, and I didn't think that was possible considering where we are already. Oh my god. I have no words. I'm just starting the 5th part, which is the last part, so the last 5th of the book basically, and I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm enjoying it. I am. It's just, it's blowing my mind. Oh, I also forgot to mention that I'm listening to another book for when I'm not feeling like getting fully into Mistborn, because I actually need to pay attention to that book. So I listened to the Postmortal, by Drew. I forgot his name. I will put it here. I'm listening to that when I don't want to focus as much on my book, but I still want to listen to something, and that's been really interesting too. I'm not very far in it. I'm about like 2 hours or something, like a 5th of the way through the book. And it's really interesting for me because it goes a lot into the science of this cure. I didn't even say what it's about. It's about a world where they've discovered the cure for aging. So you can now get this cure to basically live forever, and it follows all of the like politics and all the ethics and all of everything that would come around from this kind of discovery, and it goes really far into the science of how this cure could possibly work. And it's really interesting for me because I am a bioengineer, so I know exactly what they're talking about and what they're saying, and it's actually doing a pretty decent job with the whole like science discovery research portion of it. Of course, it's completely not possible, and everything, like the timelines are all sped up and everything, but you know, it's still pretty decent. So I found that very interesting. But I'm just listening to that on the side. I'm still completely sucked into Mistborn, so I will most likely be finishing that very soon. So I just finished The Hero of Ages, and I'm not okay. I read about 100 pages yesterday, and then I finished the rest of it today. It was like less than 100 pages, and everything picked up at the end of the book as it normally does. I got very emotional at the end. It's really not very hard to make me cry, but still, I was just bawling. I get so tied to characters, and when things happen to them, I just can't deal with it. But the way that everything ties together at the end is just really satisfying. You get to learn how everything works and the history and how everything came to be, and I thought it was really interesting. I definitely enjoyed the Mistborn trilogy a lot, and it's one of my favorite fantasy series at this point, and I can't wait to read more Brandon Sanderson. Since this is the first thing that I've read from him, I'm already just hooked. So I look forward to that in the future, and for now, I'm going to end this vlog. So I will see you all later. Bye!